But okay.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, what we're going to see here is a huge mind fart on my part. Like I said, I'm sorry if I'm sounding like I'm kind of running and gunning it on the commentary, if not completely being asked. But, like I said, it's been like a week since we did this, and I forgot what I've done. So I'm just as much surprised when I do something right as you guys are.
I forget the jokes that we make.
You are looking for a wall-to-wall jump on?
Yes. Unfortunately, I completely half-assed it.
Case
Do you see the one? See this right here? Across from that is another hallway, like a little interior pocket. You wall jump up that, and that's where the gold bolt is. Let's watch now. We're gonna watch 6 minutes of me trying to find it.
I'd rather not. I'd rather we just cut to where you find the wall.
See when we get there. And there. Like, oh god.
Here we go. Yeah, right after my tangent of involuntary erections.
Of course. You're gonna cut right into right when I say that. Like
I got gangbanged.
You're gonna cut right in there. Right
you're not gonna get any context. So you're welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh boy. And we're done on Orc Side at long last.
And our next destination,
Hoth.
Yeah.
It may as well be. I won't be buying the premium nanotech
Planet
for this.
Canada.
Canada.
I don't know why they call it Hoth. They should have just called it cold.
Well, it's stars like that. I'm freezing my dick off. How cold is it? I lost 3 fingers.
That doesn't answer my question.
Welcome to Planet Hoven. Cold as all holy hell. Not a blah.
As cold
Not
as
a bad
the
planet.
As cold as the IRS's hearts.
Colder than a horse heart.
The bomb. You think? Great work, detective.
Alright, enough with that. That's highly inconsistent. He's starting to get on board with Clank at one planet and he's back to biting his head off the next. Those little shits are assholes. You'll want the Walloper for them. Barring that, 2 hits with the Pyrocytor does him in. You'll meet the Blaster Mooks again. Bombing them works well if you can get them in a tight enough corner. Failing that, you're going to have to run and gun. You can strafe now with the thruster pack to make this more convenient, but I find strafing a bit more of a pain in this one compared to later games where I don't have to like press a certain button with the strafing and then enable it.
Oh, so there's like a strafe mode.
Right, rather than, innate strafing. Now here we're going to see a return of 3 switches. Horse one's up on the fucking mountain. You can use the swing shot to get to it. I just hop on up there. Be careful of the ice attraction, though. It's not as bad as you would see in like Crash 2, but it can be a bit problematic from time to time, especially when you're gonna make precision jumps. We'll see later on.
You know, the animation kind of reminds me of Crash.
Essentially, because everybody in cartoons apparently has to ice scan on the things, like they're wearing them. So I equipped the grind boots because I feel bad for Ratchet.
Well, it's either that or if you're not gonna, unfortunately for ice, you do have to like skate your way through it if you want to traverse to it fast. Otherwise, you gotta like make very long and awkward. Yeah.
You're gonna waddle like a penguin.
And I'm sorry, you're just not a penguin. That's ridiculous.
But waddling like a penguin's fun.
You sound like you practice every day.
It has been a tough winter.
It has.
I'm glad it's almost over.
You're telling us.
It's also been highly inconsistent. Like, we've had 70 fucking degree weather one day, and now it's gonna be like snowing on Friday.
So you just have the shoes on because you just can't stand the sight of Ratchet walking bare feet.
In the cold, yes.
Ice, yeah.
Tragic. Even though I just had to walk through worse. So I'm inconsistent too, but hey, nobody's perfect. Now, if you time it properly, you can easily wall jump up the walls and press all 3 buttons. Guess what happened here?
Listen to the sounds he makes, like when he jumps off the wall. Well, when he's not hitting a switch anyway.
That was bullshit. I hit that, but not to the game. I didn't. So
you didn't
let's
hit
try
it
this
to
again.
the game's liking.
Oh, of course I didn't.
It's a picky bitch.
Yeah.
Wait, were you agreeing with what I said, or were you just like complimenting Matt's skill?
Yes.
It's just like, yeah. It's like, oh yeah, I did do that.
Yeah, you be the judge.
So you took the cookie out of the cookie jar? Yeah.
Alright, now here's the thing. When you get to these parts, you're going to want to wait until the thing crosses before you fire your shot. This way you don't get nicked by the electric. Otherwise, it will knock you out of swing shot mode. And you'll fall. It's not bad there because you can really skate your way through, but you might take another hit. Of course, we're about to come up to a part where you miss it. If you get nicked, you're going to fall and die.
Water instant kill?
I would think so, yeah. I mean, I don't know if it's true for every water or just specific ones, but I don't like to touch the water here because it'll freeze Ratchet to death. So, I guess in one word, yeah.
Sound deception.
And there goes my blaster ammo.
Oh, there it is.
You got it. Thank you, gameplay element.
This is really finicky.
I had to do it.
It's okay, Elliot.
It's fine. Why are you doing that? I'm more distracted by the sky texture in the background.
Yeah. It looks like wallpaper.
Yeah, you can see the seams.
Yeah,
where
I do too.
Where they connect.
You know, I remember these like rectangular strips of wallpaper we had. It was like it showed like the ocean floor, and different fish, and a killer whale, and it glowed in the dark.
I don't remember that.
I remember that.
I used the pyrocity here to break the boxes. Easier for me to maneuver and get what I want without having to risk falling off the platform.
Yeah. But it's funny because like when you've taken a 3D class and you've actually made skyboxes and put a texture in it, that's like it's a blessing and a curse at the same time, because now like in my mindset I dissect everything I look at when it's either 2D or 3D.
Oh, heck.
Is there a problem, sir?
Y'all wouldn't have any spare parts, would you?
Help yourself.
These dang rocks are too tough. I keep breaking my drill.
That rock is raritanium.
Let me look at that drill.
Well, shoot my dog and call me Sally. Thanks, partner.
No problem. I suppose I could take that rock off your hands, too.
Heck, here you go.
A good deed gets a kind praise, gets a kind items and reward.
What happens if you put it to the sun?
The raritanium?
Yeah.
You see Roxas.
But then he gets superpowers. You say you see Roxas?
Yeah.
You see his face when you reflect off the sun?
Yeah.
So I'm suddenly in the mood for sea salt ice cream.
Oh,
And redheads.
Axel.
Exactly. Here's
Want
the
to
skill
spend 10
point we're gonna
hours
get.
doing absolutely fuck all?
What, 358 over 2 days?
358 over 2 fanfics. 358 fanfics over 2 hacks. Anyway, here's a skill point called Whirly Birds. You're going to aim at these, and you're going to shoot a couple of them down.
Hey, your missile was doing some fucking whirly shit there.
And it's Whirly Birds.
Well, whirly bird's another term for a helicopter.
That too. We're done here for now, because even though I'm a few bolts short, when I get the Persuader, I'm going to have enough for the Walloper.
Yeah, you're a few bullets short, alright. Raritanium, as we recall in the last session, by that I mean the one before we had to post. Some guy that was trying to hypnotize us wanted it.
Right. It becomes more of a gameplay element as later games go on. Like, you'll start using it to either unlock new features for your ship and going commando, or you'll use it to get modifications for your gun, so to speak. Here it's just a one-off item, but it gets used again later.
What do you think the element number would be for it, for raritanium?
Element number or initials?
Initials.
Be the next one in the periodic table.
Perfect! This is precisely what I need. You will bring me more raritanium.
You can't be serious.
Well, I tried.
The Persuader is an illegal device that tricks Gadgetron vendors.
Quit having that danky ass smile, Ratchet.
We at Gadgetron trust you not to.
These are not the droids you're looking for.
These are the droids we're looking for.
These are the droids we're looking for.
Roll credits.
See, the thing
Episode
is,
4 would be a very short movie.
I'm happy for the Persuader, but at the same time, it's like rather late to get it, you know? Because I already bought most of all the guns I need the hard way. The only thing I need this war is really the Tesla called
Poor thing. We're like mentally fucking with this guy now to give us discounts. All he does is call us fuzzballs.
Unless Ratchet took it the wrong way.
Oh, yeah, fuzzball is actually the most extreme of racial slurs.
To Lombax.
Yeah, this guy's a racist. Fuck this guy. I don't know why I ever bought a Walloper from you.
Just like how Cooper is like the worst curse word in Europe.
Cooper?
Yeah.
What? What's it mean? I apologize to our British viewers.
If what you're saying is true, that is the first I ever heard of this.
And it's going to be hard to play Sly Cooper now in the future knowing this.
Sly Cooper is banned in Europe.
It's also 25
as well
degrees
as the
right
TV
now.
show Hanging with Mr. Cooper.
See, Cooper University Healthcare, Cooper Medical School of Rowan University.
The Kingdom of Cooper Keep.
Oh, Jesus.
We're heading back to Hoven, guys. This time we'll be able to tackle the level proper.
Huh. What was that noise you just made there, Matt?
I don't know. Do I mess up often here? I forget.
Oh, wait. My mistake. I put copper.
Sir,
What
that
does
word
copper
is
mean?
heresy.
Now, the Walloper is a godsend here because it charges up and you can actually knock these things out in one hit. Plus, you have a slide dash that gets you away from them, too.
It was like a pretty nifty close range weapon. No ammo count.
Yep, it's unlimited ammo to boot. I ain't used it as much as I did on my very first playthrough. I used it on my second one while I was recording for this. Not recording, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Test playthrough. Literally, and I was pleasantly surprised with it.
Unfortunately, it doesn't mean anything against bullets.
This is what happens when you, this is what happens.
Never
when
bring
you
a Walloper to a gunfight.
This is what happens when you do Lil Max B attack.
Pretty much, you kick ass.
Yes.
We punch ass. Little Mac doesn't kick.
A distinction without a difference. I beg your pardon here, folks.
It's pretty much, Matt. It's pretty much like, you know, using the Walloper to the fullest benefit.
Right, it knocks these fuckers out and gets you safely away from them. Should you not have it again, the Pyroceter is a good second bet, but it takes 2 shots to kill them.
2 hits from the Pyroceter.
Right. Thing is, though, is that the Flamethrower does give you also the same benefit in terms of keeping your distance away from them, so it can help out too.
What was the stipulation for that skill point?
You had to knock them all out, that's it.
Okay.
Every last one.
You don't need the Walloper for that specifically.
Nope, did that with the Pyroceter the first time around.
Okay.
Or was it the Bomb Club?
Not sure about that. And Elliot, how is your Cooper research going?
I must ask someone who is British.
Tom, what do you think?
At the risk of possibly offending you, is this what this means?
Well, I can tell future Hellfire comm channels to be very conflicted.
I know plenty of British people already, and they're pretty chill. So
They're cool.
That's because our passive aggressive is all shit over there.
no.
Actually, I think Tom is the only British person I know off the top of my head.
Gareth?
Well, no, Gareth, yeah. You know, but Gareth lives in the U.S. now,
He does?
and
Fuck yeah! +1 for America.
fuck you, Europe.
You got Gareth.
A huge asset, if there ever was one. But
We apologize to any European viewers. We actually love Europe, but we
I
don't.
would-
we
I
don't
would
love
like
it.
to live there, actually, one day.
I would like to visit Europe.
Britain. I actually like to visit Britain.
I want to visit London.
There's more to Europe than Britain and all, but maybe to the tourist eye, because I admit, while there's tons more to Europe than just Britain. Britain is really one of the big places I always want to see.
I think my mom wants to go to Ireland.
Scotland.
Scotland, sorry. And we're trying to make that her 50th birthday present. So I got 3 years.
We got plenty of time.
Give her a lot of spending money for the clubs.
No, she just wants. You know what she really enjoys the most? The open fields.
Yeah.
There's that too, but
And
a friend of mine who did go to Scotland, she says the men there are quite the sight.
But she also enjoys the culture, actually.
Yeah, my mom's she's a culture freak.
Yeah.
Hey, nothing wrong with learning a new culture.
No.
Understanding different cultures, by the way.
Don't misconstrue what I said. I'm just saying that she's really into that.
Getting our attention away from Ireland, it's one of these puzzles.
Trespasser. Okay, bring back
No,
there.
Hydro Displacer.
Oh, Hydro Displacer. I'm sorry. Trespasser. I'm so sick of him.
Yeah.
Not yet, John.
They don't
Not
get
yet.
much better in future games anyway. Like, this is the only game the Trespasser is, but there are similar variants. None of them are any better. Whatchamacallit. Now, this one's going to play by different rules. There are 3 separate stations you got to load water from. You're going to go to each station with the hydro displacer. You're going to find a panel and then you're going to find a place to put them in. So essentially, you're filling the cavern with water.
But that's empty.
Right. Well, that's not really empty per se. What it is that that's where you're going to put the water.
I just want to imagine that like if you just use a hydro displacer on another point and you don't have any wires, like just makes a puff sound. You see condensation come out.
Or just farts. One thing, I can imagine Ratchet using this to ruin a kid's pool party.
Happy birthday, bitches!
No more like, drip, drip. And it just walks away with it.
Fuck fun.
He needed the nearest water source.
When we actually brought that up, it actually does bring some serious terrorist ideologies into how you can use the hydro displacer.
Oh, Jesus.
Anything that can be used can be abused and mistreated. Viruses, for example. Very first ones created back in MIT, way back in 1980, I believe. Were actually just used as harmless pranks. Just, haha, gotcha. You can uninstall it, clean the PC, and there'd be no harm, no foul. Nowadays, they're some of the most malicious fucking things that criminals have ever used.
These days, we have swatting. You missed all those bolts up there, though.
I'm getting a big gold one. I really don't care. When you fill the water, you have to fill the cavern with water first. So that's why we have to do this first.
Yeah, I know that, but you still missed all those bolts that were on top of there.
Yeah, but Matt already got the Walloper.
True, but there's other things I want to buy. The Tesla glove is a whopping 30,000, I think, with Persuader. So of course that's endgame. Of course the Tesla claw, fucking Tesla rocks.
Can you say it's quite the wallop?
Yes.
So what you're saying is I should punch it.
Too bad you can't punch boulders in this game with it, but what can you do?
You need to press the B button.
You gotta
Wait,
earn
this is
that.
PlayStation. Okay, use the square button.
Smart ass.
Furball.
Fuzzball.
Damn it.
Fuzzy Wuzzy.
Now if you want all the bolts you're gonna get, you're gonna have to blow up the TNT boxes, which should be no issue for you at this point. I could crouch for that, but I like to be a little accurate and be safe.
No, don't go in the first person view and throw your merch. Stick with the children.
I do. That's why I do it this way. For their own good.
Remember, kids, always go first person when you're throwing your wrench at TNT
Practice
boxes.
TNT safety.
Exactly.
Go in first person mode first, and then throw the wrench at it.
And it looked like I was about to have a brain fart and use the Walloper on a TNT box.
We blew that one up too.
They'll come out from the sand. They'll come out from the snow.
It's like
Sand.
Ratchet letting the marketing campaign of the Walloper get to his head. If the Buddha,
Buy the Walloper, please, or I will break your knees.
the Walloper.
Jesus.
If the Buddha were to be in your way, Buddha will be knocked out.
Goddamn.
If Chuck Norris was in your way while you had the Walloper, Chuck Norris would still knock you the fuck out.
That's life.
That's life. I can't recount too many times I'll have Chuck Norris knocking me the fuck out.
That's Rocco's modern life for you.
Rocco, yeah, of course, because, Rocco.
Do it.
Hey, you want to play Russian roulette? Sure. You got a gun? Nope. He pulls out a cat.
I got a Glock
Got a
19.
Walloper.
Pet its tummy. I fucking dare ya.
Ratchet by design looks like he has one of those chests that, like nerds like to suck up to make it look like they're buff.
Yeah.
With a toothpick in their mouth.
Well, I didn't have that. The first time I heard of a toothpick, but
Blaster works well on some of them too. If you don't want to if you don't mind throwing out a few shots.
again, I do like how if nuts and bolts fall off a pit, they are automatically attracted towards you, so you can't.
That's a godsend, especially when you got enemies hovering above the ground. By the way, I used to think I had to launch over here. This is the first time I've ever seen this little walkway.
I Another case of overthinking it.
How many times did you die from that?
Twice.
That's 5,000 bolts.
Hey, buddy, what's shaking?
Oh my goodness. Aren't you just a little angel?
Actually, I'm a little robot.
You're funny too.
Yeah? Looks aren't everything.
You be nice. I think I got something special for you. How would you like a hydro pack upgrade?
That would be quite helpful for swimming underwater.
Whatever.
There you go, sweetie. You look so handsome.
Thank you, miss. Your craftspersonship is excellent.
If you two are through,
Jealous?
You come back and see me any old time.
Except we only need to see her once. So, vaya con Dios.
You know, it's really weird that you get like a girl that has like the mannerisms of an anime chick, but this voice of a southern woman. That's an interesting little hodgepodge. I kind of like that.
Alright, now here's the thing. You're going to want their pyrometer here. It's going to be our good friend for you here. Those things are mine shooters, like your own mine gun. If you go near them, they're going to launch a salvo of mines at you. Whip out the pyrometer, however, and just launch a conscious stream towards it. You'll easily be able to protect yourself from the mine output. Let's see if Fast Mac gets the idea of the first shot. Yes, he does. Does he? Fast Matt, I love you.
Nice.
You can't blow up the pod itself, despite me trying to, I think, later on, so...
Will they respawn after a while?
No.
Oh, okay.
Blow up the first mines, and that's it. Devastate these things. It only takes one missile. And you can easily do it without having to worry about retaliatory fire.
Quite
See, the way
devastating. That's quite devastating.
But the whirlybird, the way it just appeared from the mountainside there, if you have an entrance like that, your ass better be playing Ride of the Valkyries. Like on blast.
What?
Ride of the Valkyries.
Yeah.
Which is...
Dun, 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 dun.
Oh. I never knew the name of the song.
Really?
Yeah, I never knew.
Oh, now you do.
Yes.
Yeah, I like to thank Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes for having that as an entry theme for one of your whirlybirds. Like, I'm serious. Like, that's one of my favorite things about that. When you call for a rescue chopper, you can have a theme song playing in the background as it's landing. And one of them is Ride of the Valkyries.
Ratchet Clank, Crack of Time. Yeah, Crack of Time. When you get the Rhino in that game, it blasts whenever you shoot the gun for an extended period of time. It starts playing the 1812 Overture bit.
1812 Overture?
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, doesn't PlayStation All-Star Battle Royale make fun of that?
Yeah, they
do.
Reference to that? Yeah.
That was his level 1.
The Rhino 4 was his level 1?
Yeah.
What was his level 3?
You know, it's been a while since we played that game.
Yeah, it actually has.
I think it's time for a revisit at some point.
Still need to get the two other. I still need to get the 2 other DLC characters.
Well, you know, I'm thinking about it. There is sort of a trend with like big guns, or at least powerful guns, because even like Metal Gear Solid 4 did something similar with the Patriot.
Which is?
It is one of the guns you can unlock in Metal Gear Solid 4. It's pretty much the boss's gun from MGS3.
Yeah, I know what the Patriot is. I'm saying,
Yeah.
what does it do different in 4 compared to 3?
I think it has unlimited. I want to say it has infinite ammo.
It does.
But
In 3 it did.
in 4, whenever you shoot it, there was an off chance that Snake Eater will start playing in the background.
It will play what?
Snake
Eater.
The theme of MGS3.
Almost done here. Here's another good point for the whirlybirds if you missed it.
On that point, favorite gun?
In this game?
Just in general, in a video game. Like if you had,
A style?
I know we're like shooting in the wind here, but if you can just like when you think of using a gun in a game, like what is the go-to weapon that you always loved using?
We are too late. The ship is leaving.
hang on. There's an old defense turret over there. Hey, are you thinking what I'm thinking?
I sincerely doubt it.
I don't know.
Rocket launchers, but I also have like a weird little preference for a silver kind of handgun. Like, it doesn't, like, just like a silver plated one. It could be like a silver handgun, the magnums, stuff like that. Generally, I'm more of the big damaging variety kind of thing when it comes to my guns.
I think my favorite weapon is probably the hand cannon from RE4.
The Smith & Wesson models are another good model that I like using. Like I said, magnums, rocket launchers, stuff like that. There is a authentic Smith & Wesson M&W 500 I'd like to own, but you know that's like $1,500, so not yet.
Well, yeah, they're pretty out there in price. But you know, when I think Magnum, like if I were to ever want a Magnum, I would want one that looks like berries. I always
That's what I was thinking.
That's the Smith & Wesson model M&W 500.
Yeah, I always loved how Barry's Magnum looked.
How big it is?
It's big and sleek and it's powerful.
It looks like it could fuck you up.
It does.
Yeah. Wait,
the
Matt.
Smith & Wesson is that model handgun is generally used when you're hunting large game and your rifle's been disarmed from you.
Well, Matt, isn't that the same gun that Rick uses in The Walking Dead?
Pretty much, yeah. Here's the thing. All right, now with this segment, you're blowing up the 5 turret cannons that are firing at you, and you're also going to keep an eye on the whirlybirds. Why can't I use helicopter now? It's always whirlybird. Helicopters are going to basically swarm you. So you're going to want to like pick them off more so before you focus on the turrets. Here I just decided to cut the bullshit and try to blow the last one out to no avail.
Is there any skill points here?
No.
Be too easy.
I think
Here I cut the bullshit and try to run for it. We're at the last sliver of our health. That's success. By the way, I kind of liked how it fell apart piecemeal style, like it was 5 freaking jigsaw pieces.
Yeah, Lego Technics.
Essentially. Ooh, video.
Men, you are about to embark on a very dangerous mission. We will be launching a heavily armed surprise attack from our new moon base against a completely unarmed planet. Actually, that doesn't sound too dangerous. Nevertheless, your orders are simple. Destroy anything that moves. Steal the power generators from Gorda City. Then destroy anything that doesn't move. Oh, and don't forget, have fun.
We must get to the moon base and stop Drek.
No, we have to get to the moon base to find Quark. If Drek is there, Quark is probably with him.
But Drek is going to destroy that city. We must get to the base.
That's what I said.
No, that is what I said.
Fine.
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 Fine. So they just pretty much argued about going to over whether or not to go to the moon base or to go to the moon base.